Hi, Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and today I'm going to speak on a relationship management skill again. But this time it will be addressed on a specific feeling, which is resentment, a deep anger towards a significant others of ours. How that in a relationship, over a period of time, makes the relationship bitter and drifts two people apart or drifts our loved ones apart. So, first and foremost, let's understand it like this: that do we feel many times ignored by others? Do we feel that we are treated like a doormat? Or do we feel that we have never been heard? Do we feel sometimes that, I am being taken granted? All these feeling, when it grips in our relationship, it's very, very important that we address at the first go itself. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from my own thoughts, or is it coming from the way I have been treated? So whatever way it has been treated, important is address it at the first go. Address it and don't allow it to become a resentment, because this small anger and this small feeling over a period of time become a resentment in a relationship, and hence the relationship do gets bitter and do get sour. So that's very important thing. I'm trying to address all of this because these small things not only drains us emotionally but drains us physically too, and we end up into a lot of health issues mentally as well as physically. So in relationship, what's important that we really try to see that when it comes to understanding others, or by understood by others, it's very important that we need to see that how are we communicating our needs to others. Am I speaking from a point of view that you make me feel like this? Am I really trying to blame others in this whole process and don't take the responsibility of my own role in this whole relationship? So rather than saying you do this, you do that, you never listen, you never do this, if I can address the whole issue by saying that I feel like this, that this is how I feel when you try to tell me this, or this is how I feel when you behave like this, this is how I felt when this happened. So here you take the whole feelings. How are you feeling? Not trying to tell them that this is what you're making me feel. So this, in this way, if we try to address any communication, it really helps both the people to see how in a relationship both have a role. Okay, and from here we can really understand that many times it's not about being right or wrong. We may be right, sometimes the other person may be right. Everyone tries to do an action which they think is right. So it is not about being right or wrong, it is about being how effectively am I communicating how I feel and how I want to be felt in a relationship. Many times we don't feel heard. No, that is this is also very important, that we understand that listening skill is not with everyone. Every time when we try and have a conversation, we're like, please listen me, let me talk. But am I trying to practice something which I want from the others? Am I listening? Am I just being there and listening to the other person completely? If you feel the feelings are heard, if the other opposite person feels the feelings are heard, then this whole thing about listen me, you're not hearing me never happens. So actively try to be the listener. And if you are not being heard because the other person is supposed sick, busy somewhere in some other this thing, or doesn't want to hear you out, still tell him that you want take tell him or her, or anybody for that matter, it can be a mother also, and anybody, your sis also, tell them that you want them to give them you a 5 minutes time or so, actively listen to you. Tell them that you want to convey some feeling towards them, and if it is needed to repeat the same thing, please repeat it up, it's okay. I mean, what's important is that you value the relationship. The behavior which that person is executive is not about the personality out there, it's about the behavior that person is, and may not be he or she or somebody may not be knowing how to do it. So you may teach them by you being the one you are. You being the active listener can make the other person also realize that that person also can be. So this is something which you need to really understand, that every time whenever something happens in a relationship, we don't need to take personally. Suppose somebody comes late, you don't have to take personally, because you are not the late comer, the person also may not be the late comer. What is important that you tell them how it makes you feel when you have to wait, how you are somebody who would want to value the time of the others, or may not be like that, but you can definitely say that how it makes you feel, and give them how much time you will wait. And definitely see that you have a backup plan. If you don't intend to wait for the other person, what is the other thing you can do? So definitely clear the boundary and limitations out there, so that The person also understand how it makes you feel, and also see that sometimes the person himself, see, you need to be very empathetic in a relationship. You need to be keeping yourself in other person's shoes and see the point of view from that person point of view also. Maybe the person himself is an anxiety oriented person, hurried person. That person doesn't know how to deal with this whole thing. In time, when you give some space and time to them, they will learn. So many times it's very important that we understand other person. Sometimes we label people easily, like, you're a very selfish person. We need to see sometime that, where is that person coming from. Maybe the person doesn't know the etiquette. Maybe as a child that person learned survival instinct by keeping himself first, because nobody else understood. So if you can really see that person's point of view, then you may not feel taken advantage of. You really understand where the person is coming from, and then you can really address it to them, saying that how it makes you feel this kind of behavior. So rather than focusing on, this is a problem behavior, or this is how that person makes me feel, there's a problem in my life, I am not, this person doesn't understand me, those loved one doesn't understand, I have never been understood. Really, I try to understand others. When you try to understand others, you'll definitely be understood by others too. So be empathetic towards people, rather than always, I wouldn't say we do that, but rather than putting ourselves down, if we can lift ourselves and lift others also, that will definitely make a great value addition to your relationship. Also, many times we feel put down by others. Now, this is people let you down, put you down in front of others, comment or speak something which which is to target you, to put you down in front of the others. Sometimes there are people like that. But first and foremost, see that do you have a trigger point? Do you have a trigger point wherein you feel, if somebody says like this, I am going to feel let down? Do you have a trigger point? And if the trigger points are there, you need to get aware of it, so that the trigger point doesn't trigger you next time. And if it is not done intentionally, you can get aware of your trigger point and not allow the thing affect you so badly. But if the person knows your trigger point and tries to get you angry or put you down all the time, then it's a message which keeps on coming to you that you need to be away from such people. Or if it's a loved one, you need to make them aware of this fact. Or if it's a loved one, then you need to be really away from them many times, just to ignore the comment which is coming to you. If they don't want to intentionally they want to do this, then maybe you should work on the relationship in a very deeper level. That requires another video itself, which can be dealt with. But what is important is that first and foremost, try to understand the person, and if they don't really understand your feeling, then learn to say no to some things which you are not able to take from them. Really say no to them. That's important. That makes you really more stronger, rather than getting angry internally and making it as a resentment on a long-term basis, or getting angry immediately and making others feel the same thing you went through. It is very tempting, to, if I felt like this, let me show how it feels to you. It's very tempting to behave the way they behave. But what's important is how you make them like you and not become like them. You practice your non-verbals, your tonality, like of a person who is calmer and peaceful and exhibiting love, than making yourself the person you don't want to be. Like, you become an angry, resentful, bitter person. You really don't want to be that. I don't think anybody wants to be that. So importantly, you really see that you become the person you are. Also, in a relationship, there are many times unrealistic expectations. If you know the person in front of you is not a person who can express his love or express his feelings, and you still expect that person to do that and get angry over it, I think we really need to change our perspective about that person, because that person's behavior is been like this. You need to expect a real thing out from that person. That person cannot exhibit this. And you can change your expectation as per the need of the hours, because they are your loved ones. You accept them as they are. So this way, if you try to work on a relationship, we don't build resentment in the relationship. We need to operate from the present, not from the past. We need to have a communication which are not loaded with our anger, but empathy towards other. We need to understand that we can be the person who hears them out, and then expect, or rather then see that they can also hear you out. We need to see sometimes resentment go hand in hand with guilt. If you are a person who are resenting of other partner, like sometimes you are a reliable person, the other partner is an unreliable person. So if it may be like that, you are resenting that person to be unreliable, that person is feeling guilty for being unreliable. So resentment and guilt goes hand in hand. So see, that doesn't happen. You communicate that feeling to that person, and you all can have a joyful, lovable relationship. So it's very important that you exhibit love in a relationship. Be the person you are. Inspire other person to be what they need, they all want to be. And that's how a relationship can go so well, that you don't develop it into a bitter relationship over a period of time, but a very loving, fulfilling, growing relationship that makes us a person we want to be and makes them the person they want to be. So I hope you all could get some gist out of it, and we from now on feel more powerful in a relationship, more responsible in a relationship, more loved in a relationship. And saying that, I wish all of you to be having a very loving relationship. Thank you for listening to me. See you again. Stay tuned.